start by telling us about your background? Where do you call home, and what do you do for a living?
So I live in R-Dassel, Minnesota. I'm a wife of 28 years, mom to 5 kids, and we own a manufacturing company, co-own that with my husband's family. So I've been a general manager there, working with our staff in R-Dassel, Minnesota.
Did you serve on the R-Dassel City Council?
Yep, I did that for 6 years. I was the youngest female in the state at the time that served on a city council. And I learned so much about government, committees, policies, and how like even one person can make a difference even in a small town.
And do you think, is that where you kind of got the motivation, or where you first started, you know what, maybe I want to run for even higher office, maybe I want to run for the House of Representatives?
Yeah. I didn't think about the House of Representatives then. I then also served on a women's auxiliary. My husband served as a fireman for 25 years, and then I served, alongside with the wives and helping support our community. So he's been in civil service for years, and then I started a group called Let Them Play Minnesota back in 2020, and a grassroots effort that locked arms with over 26,000 people in the state. And then we just kind of grew nationwide to help other states get their sports and activities back. And I realized that the power in just one person stepping into things, and how you can lock arms with people even across the different political beliefs, but we can get the objective done. And we did that in Minnesota, and it was successful. And so lots of kids got to get back together and do things that they loved physically, and it was great for their mental health. And so, yeah, they called me and said, "We need you down here, Dawn." And I said,
Here you are.
Let's go.
Okay. So when you talk to people in your district, what do they say to you? What do they want to see addressed here?
Agriculture is the heartbeat of our district out in R-Dassel, Cokato, Hutchinson area. And so farmers are really concerned about just the regulations and different policies. That's big. Inflation right now is huge. I just talked to a grandma yesterday who's got many children and that are adults, and they're just concerned how are they going to pay for their groceries, and just like the fear about just finances and gas and everything like that. So lots of those things that they were really concerned about.
And before I let you go, I had to say, R-Dassel, one of my favorite small Minnesota towns. You should talk a little bit more about it for people, and tell what do you like most about it, because it's truly one of those towns that you just don't see that much anymore.
Right. So it's a town where you're gonna know the car driving by or the truck driving by, and it's a very familiar. People know people, and people might like that or not, but most people do like it and enjoy it. So the crime is low. People enjoy living there and staying there for generations. Our business is there. We have just under 50 employees, and we have long-lasting relationships with them. So it ends up just being a really just safe place, great school system, lots of activities to do, and a great place for people to come back to in the summer. We live on a lake, and we have a dock and lift business, and so we get to make memories on the lake, and that's what keeps me there is the summers really too. But yeah, just friendly people and honest people that are just really, telling us like what they need, and it's just been great place to live.